No, no. But, you know, the thing is, look at his shoulders. I think that would disturb us. And when we put the cover lines on, we'd be in trouble. She a bit out of focus?
I think she might be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a fraction on that mouth there.
No. All right, we'll put another one in.
The cover girl has to catch the eye and turn the browsing shopper into a buyer. Ita Buttrose's editorial judgment has turned 250,000 news agency customers into regular buyers of Cleo in a little over 2 years.
Why can't we ever get them smiling? They always look as though they're going to a bloody funeral.
I think they get tensed or something, don't they?
Yeah. See, there's no expression. Put the other one back and compare it back with that one.
Well, that's the one that we
That's still stronger, isn't it? And she's looking at you right with the eyes. Put another one. Leave that.
Yeah, there's this other one.
It's difficult to imagine two magazines further apart than Cleo and the Women's Weekly.
And we could start the cover lines. We could start the cover lines down there, and then. Would somebody answer that phone, please?
But Ita Buttrose is not expecting any problems of adjustment in her move from the world of male centrefolds to a magazine where the middle pages are more likely to be occupied by knitting patterns.
Blue.
Put that cover on Women's Weekly.
No, I don't think I would. She might be, she's the wrong image, I think. You know, that's a very Cleo cover, and the Woman's Weekly has another image again, perhaps a slightly softer image, and one would look for that. It also has a news image, and one would be looking for news covers and news pictures that would fit in with its format of being a news colour magazine.
Maybe she'd be wearing more on a Women's Weekly cover too.
The Woman's Weekly, I'm sure, doesn't mind if girls wear bikinis.
What do you think the image of the Women's Weekly is?
It's a very trusted magazine. It's a friend. I think the Women's Weekly is a friend. And, you know, people say to you, of course, I've had it in my home since I was 8.
Could you ever think it was staid compared to Cleo? Because it is different, isn't it?
Well, I suppose, to be honest, I'd have to say I would think it was more conservative, yes. But then I think Australians probably are a reasonably conservative race, and therefore the Weekly probably understands them very well.
Will it stay more conservative with you as editor?
Probably not, but I'd try. I don't want to upset what it does stand for. You know, I want to understand the people who read it. I want to get to know them very well, and when I know them very well, then I feel I can perhaps make a few changes here or there, but it wouldn't be something you'd rush into.
Do you think the editor of the Women's Weekly has to be a woman?
I think in Australia, yes. When I went to London and worked on magazines there, I know I was quite surprised that a man should be an editor. And I thought, what's this man, you know, doing, trying to tell women what they should think and so on. But you see, in Australia, I don't think a man would want to be the editor of a woman's magazine. When we advertised for an editor for Cleo, for a trainee editor for Cleo when I was leaving, not a man applied. So, you know, who's got the hang-ups?
But do you think a man could be an editor of a Women's Weekly, or is it essentially something that a woman has to do?
I think any professional journalist, male or woman, could edit any publication. You know, it's your profession. You either do it well or you don't.